I discovered that by pretending to be blind, I could openly beg outside the temple and even qualify for a free government apartment. That day, I went to play piano for a wealthy businessman's wife as usual, but when she opened the door, I could sense she didn't want me there. Since I'd already taken her husband's deposit though, she reluctantly stepped aside to let me in. Soon after I started playing, I smelled something strange. Following the scent, I found a body lying on the living room floor. Now I understood why she'd tried to turn me away. At first I kept my composure, excused myself to use the bathroom, and deliberately stepped in the blood as I crossed the living room to seem more convincingly blind. But the killer followed me into the bathroom, gun in hand. I held my breath, careful not to give myself away. Luckily, I managed to actually urinate under the pressure, which kept me from arousing suspicion. When I passed through the living room again, I saw the corpse's face clearly. It was the businessman himself. I forced myself to stay calm, returned to the piano, and kept playing. But the moment I left that mansion, I collapsed on the side of the road. I debated whether to go to the police. This businessman was known for his generosity and always tipped well. Finally, I headed to the police station to report the murder. Before I could finish speaking though, I saw him, the man who'd been hiding in the bathroom. He was wearing a police uniform. He was the police chief. My mind went blank, but I quickly improvised and claimed my cat had been killed instead. The chief's gaze was cold as steel. He just committed murder, and here I was, the only witness, walking in to file a report. Clearly, he suspected I wasn't really blind. He insisted on driving me home. Inside, he noticed the newspaper on my table. I told him it was for my cat's bed. He obviously didn't believe me and kept testing me, even flinging a knife past my ear. I forced myself to stay perfectly still. Fortunately, he didn't catch on. The next day, the businessman's body was found by the river. His wife gave a tearful interview, claiming her husband had left the house the day before with 10 million in cash. The police chief had already pinned the crime on some young man, and I was forced to testify. As I listened to their fabricated testimony, my palms wouldn't stop sweating. I desperately wanted to stand up and tell the truth, but that was just a fantasy. I knew that if I spoke up, I'd end up like the businessman. I thought the whole thing would blow over soon, but then something unexpected happened. At the funeral, the wife kept recounting that night's events, not realizing someone else had witnessed everything. After the funeral, an elderly neighbor went to the police station.